You put a lot of pressure on yourself to always score a better and better goal. So when you manage to do that, it feels fantastic. Our Instagram account is about football. There we focus on how to shoot, but the focus is on one type, is called knockball. So as soon as you hit the ball, you have to stop the follow through. So it's like a whip, and the ball is moving like this. When you shoot a knockball, it will move like this, and it makes it very difficult for the goalkeeper.
My brother is very experienced with shooting, so it doesn't take really long. Like my friends think we're there for hours and hours, but it doesn't take long when he's so good at shooting.
It's nice because you can spend time with your brother, and two person is much better. It gives you more, it motivates you more. I have probably trained on this kind of shots for over 10 years, so I can do it very often. But before, at the start, you need some time, you need some practice, and a lot of repetition. I'm originally from Kurdistan, and there the only thing I did was playing football on the streets. When we moved to Norway, to a different country and language, culture, religion, everything was different. Football was the only thing that I felt was part of me, so I used football to get friends, get into the society, and I cannot remember a day where I didn't play football. The process of making a good shot is planning and visualizing how we will do it. And after we have agreed on how we will do it, we will go to the field, warm up, set up the camera, and take as many repetitions it takes to make that shot.
He doesn't often celebrate or show it physically, but I can see he's happy with it, and it makes me kind of happy. And it's relieving, so we can go home and relax.
The thing that inspires us to do this kind of videos is the feedback we get from people all around the world. So it's very fun to see that so many different people from so many different countries and religions and cultures, and I think 90–95% of the comments is just positive. Because of you now I can shoot much better, because of you I can do knockball. It makes me very happy and a bit proud, because for me that's my way to help. So when people actually get a result from the videos we are posting, it makes all the work worth it. Thanks for joining us today. Bye.
There's a reason for everything. It's very hard to believe that when you're going through stuff, but as long as you have breath in you, then you still have a purpose. My name is Kechi, I'm 29 years old. I'm a singer and a speaker, and I'm also an advocate for burn survivors. I was born in Nigeria, in West Africa. My childhood was really happy. I was a very active child. My accident happened when I was 16 years old. I went to a boarding school. Semester was over, fall semester, and we were heading home for Christmas. Nothing unusual. The plane started shaking like a whole lot, to the point where people started kind of panicking. My next memory after that is hearing this like nails on chalkboard, like scraping sound that just kind of jarred my brain, my senses. I blacked out. And then I opened my eyes, and it's 5 weeks later, and I'm opening my eyes from a coma. I definitely encounter people who stare. I encounter people who are very outspoken and just like, what happened to you? What is going on? Like, what's all this? Like, why do you look this way? Music was just this escape. Don't you dare give up on tomorrow. Don't you dare tell your dreams goodbye. It was my ultimate distraction from everything that was going on in my life. The one thing that was not painful, that's what music was. Though the world may turn against you, Don't believe the lie that no one cares. But no matter how much I loved it, I didn't see it as a possible career choice. Mainly because of how different I looked. I felt like if I wanted to get into Hollywood, it would be so difficult because I didn't look the right way for that industry. When I decided to join the worship team at church, I told myself that I was being brave. But honestly, that bravery was extremely controlled. I only exercised it within an environment that I considered a safe space. That was as far as I was going to take music. Putting myself out there was just so risky for me, you know. I just felt like I didn't want to expose myself, this thing that I love so much, to the judgment of other people, you know, and fear, really, of not being accepted, fear of being judged. But then my friend signed me up for America's Got Talent without telling me, because she knew that I would never do it on my own. So she took a chance on me. She put me out there. She believed in me in a way that I still struggle to believe in myself. I didn't think that people would accept my appearance, even if my voice was good enough. I had to combat myself constantly throughout that process. Everything that I was telling myself about myself. I don't belong here. I didn't earn this spot. It's just because of my story. I shouldn't be here. It was a very difficult thing to get out of my head and realize that I am literally standing on a stage where people are waiting to hear me sing, where people are waiting to hear me do what I love to do. The response from people, like, wildly positive and encouraging, and if I'm being honest, very validating. When I realized after the show that people actually want to hear what I have to say, want to hear my own sound, it really encouraged me.
You ready?
I think that this platform is a privilege. I want people to know that there is life after trauma. There's life after obstacles. There's a lot to look forward to after that thing that's holding you back, holding you down. I want people to know that they can definitely overcome difficult things if they keep pushing. This is the place that gave me back my life. Shriners, I was here from 2007 to 2012. I owe them a lot, and I do what I can to give back and encourage other patients that were just like me. This is where I spend most of my time, this exact room. This is the actual music room. Like, even if I was in like the worst pain ever, it didn't matter. Like, once I got here, I could just forget about all that and just have fun singing. This place is a happy place for me. I tell the kids that they still have so much life to look forward to. It's still what you make of it, no matter what you've gone through. I'm so glad to meet you in person. You are a trooper. How you guys doing?
You want to give a 5?
Just taking it one day.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Yeah. That's all you can do.
You want to give a 5?
Yes!
All right.
You're the man. Out of 109 people aboard that plane, only 2 people survived. And I was one of those 2 people. And that has to count for something. My vision for the future is a world where we as human beings are kinder to each other, but more importantly, kinder to ourselves.
Thank you. That was good.
My looks are very fun and almost childlike, but it's also very bold and dynamic, and it serves a purpose, whether it's to show that Black people can wear bright colors or Black people can be creative, and it's okay to wear something that you wouldn't see anybody else wearing. Hi, my name is Ali. I live in Columbus, Georgia, and I'm an editorial makeup artist. Most of my concepts I experiment with. I do a little bit of planning in my head. Some looks I just jump up and decide to do it, but I like to build my looks up a little at a time. The process of this look is using colors that work with your overall theme. Mine is very summery and pastel-like, so I'm using colors to mimic that sort of feel. Everything that I'm using is either warm, golden, or pink tone, and that is to bring out the colors of the flowers like the white, the yellow, the green, to give it a nice subtle contrast. At the end of each of my makeup looks, I see myself both as the artist and the canvas. Whatever you have, you can use it and create something wonderful. You can do anything with it. There's no set way of doing your look. There's no perfect step to get the right look. I remember seeing my mom put on lipstick and having her being subscribed to Essence magazine and seeing all these beautiful, strong black women wearing bold, creative looks. Those really helped me understand the fact that I can wear bold lip colors and I can wear too much blush on my face, and I can do basically whatever I want to have the creative control over my makeup. The Instagram community has inspired me to continue to do my makeup looks. They were just there for me, and they understood that this is what I wanted to do with my life, and that this creative field for a woman of color is very difficult. If it wasn't for my followers, my friends, my family on there, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm Sweet Mutuals because of them.